In this video, we are going to consider some editation in our project level, and after that we are going for curtain one. The first editation we need to consider, it's about the structural floor in S4. So what are we going to do is about to go to the top view, and after that we are going to use edit boundary. We need to remove some of the spaces because this is part of our design we are going to work on. So for doing this operation, we are just easily need to go here and pick line, this line, and of course this line, and here as well. After that we will use trim modifier to trim our elements here as well, and for becoming sure here and here it's okay. Then we are going to delete this line because it's extra and click OK. So we might have some error because we did this editation without considering our beam system, so we didn't have any actual error and it's good. We will go to the 3D view. We will see our floor change totally. So the purpose is we want to have an open space here and we are going to work according to that. The next step is to removing the beam system in this area. So we are just going to click our beam system. For example, here I'm gonna go to click my beam system here as well. So it seems individually it works better, so I'm just gonna delete it because we can use it actually in design. It depends on the designer. For example, some of the designer, they prefer to have it and they just gonna use some cover, a beautiful one for using these elements. But for example, some they are just going to remove this beam system and use the other elements. We can do as our wish. For example, I'm gonna delete this one as well and this one. So now we delete those beam system. The next step is to, for example, think if we want to use this beam guider here or no. According to my design, which I'm thinking, it's better to not have all of these beam guider, but it is really depends on our project, how we are going to, for example, work. I prefer to keep this here, this one, and as well as this one, but I'm just gonna delete this one because I will create different elements there, and here as well I don't need this one and this one. And from the structural point of view, we also don't need to because we don't have anything there. So we need this one, and this one is all right. We can click on this columns, this one, actually just this one. So let me click on this, and that's it. We need to change the top continue to the S4. Let's see if the operation will happen or no. Yes, it will happen. Actually, we need to bring it down to the S3. And we will say unjoin element because we didn't join it, and here we have a top offset. We need to make it 0. So here we go. Then we can just go here and pick our column by using the selection option, or later we can just go select it from our inside of the floor because we need to, or even we can just come here, use attach from here and attach it to our floor. After that you are not going to have that square here. So everything now looks okay, it's already attached. The next step is to also remove this beam guider. because we already have one beam guider inside, and already we are going to have our structure system there, so we can even delete this one as well, because we are supposed to have a curtain wall inside. So our beam guider was removed and we are not going to have any individual problem, so we can continue with our design. And of course I do not need this one as well here, so I'm just gonna pick them up and I'm just going to pick this one as well and this one, or we can have them and we can continue, or we can just remove them. For this project we can just remove these two as well, and we are going to use S4, apply, enjoy element, and top offset 0. So now it is okay. So we are going to fix this problem here as well. As you see, your structure floor continue outside of your wall, which we don't want it. We just go to the edit boundary, pick line, and I'm just gonna use this line here, or instead of that I can use align, and then here as well, just gonna align our line here, and here. So far we fixed the problem. Let's see. So we fixed that problem. Also we need to consider that editation here as well, align, and we fix those problems. By going here, we need to pick line here by choosing a right line, such as it's a floor structure, so we need to consider this line. And here as well, it's just a roof element, we don't need to consider the wall. We are going to use the trim, so here as well, and we edit our project. Here we go. Don't attach it, and we are going to see our 3D view. So you are going to have this beam system here. You can move your beam because it's okay, it's inside the project. You can go here, unpin your beam, and after that move it inside, or you can just delete this beam because we have enough structure to protect that side of the wall. So here we don't have any more problem and we fix everything, even though we can bring this wall more inside, or it can be like this. So now everything looks fine. Here, as we will see, we don't have any problem. In the next video, we are going to create our curtain wall.